Some murders look sudden, but when you pull the story apart carefully, you realize the ending was decided long before the first shot was fired. This is one of those cases. Mariah Wilson was a professional cyclist, focused, disciplined, and in Austin for a race. She stayed at a friend's house on Maple Avenue. Everything about the trip felt normal, but what Mariah didn't fully know was that she was stepping into the middle of a love triangle. Mariah had previously been involved with a fellow cyclist, Colin Strickland. At the same time, Colin was in an unstable relationship with his girlfriend, Caitlin Armstrong. They had broken up, got back together, and during that break, Colin and Mariah grew close. That history mattered more than anyone realized. On the day of the murder, Mariah spent hours with Colin. They went swimming, they ate together. Nothing appeared tense or unusual. Later that evening, Colin dropped Mariah back at the house. Phone data and cameras confirm one thing clearly. Mariah was alive when he left. Not long after, Caitlin Cash, the friend Mariah was staying with, came home. She walked inside and found Mariah lying on the bathroom floor, blood everywhere, no response. She immediately called 911. When police arrived, the situation became clear within seconds. There was no chance of survival. The gunshots had been fatal. Now officers had to answer one question: why was she killed? At first, police noticed Mariah's expensive racing bike was missing, a possible robbery. But that theory didn't last long. The bike was later found dumped nearby, untouched. This wasn't theft, it was misdirection. Then came the surveillance footage. A neighbor's camera showed a black Jeep driving toward the house. Moments later, audio captured a woman screaming, then silence. The Jeep left immediately after. Police questioned Colin. They watched his behavior, checked his phone, verified his movements. And slowly, one thing became clear. Colin didn't do this. But something else did. When officers went to Colin's house, they saw a black Jeep parked outside. The same model from the footage, but it didn't belong to him. It belonged to Caitlin Armstrong. That changed everything. Caitlin knew about Mariah. She was jealous. She checked phones. She hated losing control. And now her car was at the scene of the murder. When police tried to talk to Caitlin, she didn't react like someone innocent. She didn't try to explain. She didn't clarify timelines. She asked about lawyers, and then she left. Silence became her answer. Investigators dug deeper. They discovered Caitlin had followed Colin and Mariah that night. She turned off her phone thinking it would hide her trail. It didn't. Cameras filled the gaps. She waited. And when Colin left, she approached the house. Ballistics later confirmed the gun Caitlin owned matched the shell casings found at the scene. This was no accident. This was deliberate. Before police could arrest her, Caitlin ran. She used her sister's passport, fled to Costa Rica, changed her appearance, lived under a new identity. But guilt travels slower than evidence. She was eventually found, arrested, and brought back to the US. Even in custody, she tried to escape again. But there was no escaping the truth.